Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am being joined by none other than Brenda Leverett from the City of LaGrange Accounting Department. And most of you probably know Brenda by another title because Brenda has spearheaded, co-chaired, chaired the Relay for Life for a number of years. Yes. So Brenda, I'm just going to say welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, Brenda, I introduce you as from the accounting department. Tell us a little bit about your role with the City of LaGrange, first of all, if you don't mind.
I am the accounting specialist. I've been here 26 and a half years. I love my job.
LaGrange is a great place to work, isn't it?
It is. It's very much so. I love the people. Hey, we got a lot going on. We do have a lot going on, Brenda. And, and I think, I've been here, pretty roughly almost 30 years myself. And I know that you and I have, paths across, and you're always very helpful there. And you're that sunshine in accounting. I'm going to just tell you that much. I'm just going to tell you. Because when you come around, you always kind of have that energetic spirit about yourself, and it picks people up. Thank you.
And that's what people need, I think. Well, Brenda, now you have been, and this year is the 12th annual Relay for Life, I understand, but it has been going on longer than that here in our community. Give me just a little bit of history about the Relay for Life, if you don't mind.
In Troup County, it's been 25 years.
Okay.
This will be the 26th year. 26 but it actually started in 1985, and it was a doctor that did it on his own, and he had raised $35,000 just on a weekend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Doctor here in the community saw a need.
Absolutely.
Started, not just talked about it, but started putting things in place, and here we are 26 years later.
26 years ago, right.
Still carrying it out.
And we've been very successful. Last year was a little slow, but normally we get over $100,000 in donations.
Oh, okay.
And for every dollar we get, 79 cents of it goes to research.
And that's the important, and that's the ultimate goal, I feel, and you can correct me when I'm incorrect, for the raising of the funds, is to continue to research and find ways to cure, treat the various cancerous diseases that people are contracting. We were talking here a moment ago about some of the people, and we won't get into it just yet because I want to get into a little bit more about why you get involved with this. But that's the ultimate goal, is for research.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because 25 years ago, the people that have it now would not be here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But are the people that get it are like diagnosed, early diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
That's why early diagnosis is so important. Mammograms are huge, because something that's so minute to you could be something really important. And people are more mindful these days too, because it's out there. There's, from children, the children are, I don't know what's going on with the children, because our children are just being attacked.
As far as, the children, as far as the cancer cells and stuff of that nature?
The leukemia, and most of them, it's either leukemia or cancer of the brain. And just for no apparent reason, they can go to the doctor for a bruise, and a week later, they've got full-blown leukemia.
Oh, my. Yeah.
And we've had several in our town that have, passed away because of it.
Right. And that's why it's so important, I think, for this organization, Relay for Life, and the funding that this organization raised to go back so that we can help. And nothing more touching, I guess, to see a young child suffering from an illness.
Absolutely.
That, number one, is not understandable to them. And number two, like you were saying, you wonder how in the world could such a young child be afflicted with something of such. Well, Brenda, let's just talk a little bit about the event itself. And every year I know that you ladies, and all the team, and before because you're one of the chairs, talk about your co-chairs if you don't mind too.
Len Howard and Sharice Costley, and they are awesome. Len Howard is a cancer survivor, and Len has been our helm for years. She backed down a little bit, and now Sharice is helping her, and we just get it done. And we have something called the ELT group, which is Event Leaders Team, and we have 9 members, and we all make sure that everything is done from start to finish, from when the mayor makes his announcement at relay to the very end at 1 o'clock when we're tearing down stuff. And normally all 9 of us are there.
All 9. And you know, when you talk about Lynn Howard being a cancer survivor now, the number of years slips, but I know you know, and I know she knows.
Yes. I believe it's 9 or 10. I'm not exactly certain.
Okay.
But Lynn had a lot of challenges.
Yes.
And she has overcome a lot.
And she's very
she's spunky.
Yes.
Spunky.
That's right.
And she's involved with the breast walk as well as Relay for Life.
Absolutely.
She has a team called Breast Friends for Life. So
Breast Friends for Life. And of course we've had Lynn on in the past to talk about Relay for Life and, you know, cancer survivors and things of that nature. And if anybody's ever been out to the Parks and Rec,
absolutely.
they know
she's
Lynn.
Been there over 30 years.
That's right. Absolutely. And then too, your other co-chair, Sherry Costley.
Sharice Costley.
Sharice Costley. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
She is a school teacher at Gardner Newman. She's full of energy. She's just brought a lot to the table where Lynn and I are old timers at this. Sharice has brought a lot of ideas. Being a teacher, she presents everything as a teacher.
Yeah.
So, and she's got a lot of great ideas, a lot of good fundraising, a lot of attention, keeping people's attention at our meetings and stuff. So Sharice has brought a lot to the table.
Well, very good. I'm sure as a teacher, if you like myself, I'm a visual learner. Probably has a lot of visual aids, right?
She does. She does. We have a game. Every meeting we have a game, and it just enlightens people. You learn more about cancer. You learn the fact that we learned that 79 cents of a dollar goes. That was something that she did in one of her little quizzes with us.
Oh, okay. Very good. And again, it's so important that people understand that, you know, because a lot of times when people are doing something for a cause, they want to, well, where does the money go? How does it help?
Exactly.
And it's good when people can see it in black and white that X amount of dollars, you know, raised out of this pool goes towards the actual cause.
And we have a pamphlet that shows everything. So.
Okay.
Because if anybody says, well, you know, how do I know this is going to something? It's got a breakdown of everything.
Absolutely. And I think it's so, and again, that just goes to the accountability.
Absolutely.
And, you know, good stewardship of the fundings that have been entrusted to the organization to do what they say that they're doing. And, you know, talking about, you know, the artistic abilities of not only Cherie and Lynn and yourself, you always come up with such a spectacular T-shirt every year. And I don't know, I think we're going to have Keith and Philip put this up, but talk about the T-shirt that was designed this year.
Yes. The theme this year is There's No Place Like Hope. So it's going to be on the line of The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of teams. Every team will have some kind of decoration at their tent of The Wizard of Oz. But this one is the cities, and it has our Lafayette, the statue. And the background is, well, it's a gray T-shirt, and the writing is purple because purple is survivor. And then the letters are in green, and it says, There's no place like hope.
No place like hope. Absolutely.
And this is the back, and the front of it just says LaGrange City Slickers.
Oh, my. Okay.
But not only our team, but also Troup County has one, has a T-shirt that they're selling as a fundraiser.
Okay.
Baptist Tabernacle has a T-shirt that everyone has designed a T-shirt for the fundraiser because this is a good fundraiser. This one and also the Luminary, it's called Luminari. It's the tent where the bags with the candles in them, and it's in remembrance or in honor of, and they're $10 for a white one, $25 for a purple one, and then $100 for a torch.
Okay.
And that can be purchased now because we like to put them up and get them ready so the night of relay, we line the track. And our goal is to have enough sold that we line the track all the way around.
All the way around. Okay. All right. Well, very good. Let's go back and talk about the T-shirt because you didn't give a price for the T-shirt.
Oh, they're $20. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
They're $20 and they're all pre-orders.
Pre-orders. All right.
Yes.
And anybody can buy. I mean, you don't have to be a member of the City Slickers team, right?
Because I bought one of Troup County's and Baptist Tabernacle because we support everybody.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So
because it all goes in the same pot. So.
All right. And they can see you or members of the Relay for Life team?
They can call me at here in the accounting department. Say, Brenda, we want a shirt. And
go ahead and give me the number then, Brenda.
706-883-2036. All right. That's to my desk.
That's good. And then the T-shirts, again, I know that Cornelius and Pam, and Pam herself is a cancer survivor as well.
Yes. And Valerie McDaniel at the garage, she is a huge part of our team, and she helped design it.
Very good. That's a nice T-shirt. I like that.
She did a great job.
Absolutely. Now, and then too, this is all leading up. Get your T-shirts, everybody. So give Brenda a call to help out. If not, if you don't want to buy one from us, Troup County's got some, and you said Baptist Tabernacle.
But we also have this year. We have the youth sizes as well.
Okay.
The youth sizes are $15 because I have 2 little grandbabies that will get one.
Okay.
This year.
Very good. So you have them adult and youth sizes this year. All right. And Brenda, again, this is all leading up to the Survivors Luncheon that will be taking place on March the 16th.
Right.
Talk about that event for us.
That is to the survivors and their caregivers. It's a free lunch. It starts at 12 o'clock at Faith Baptist Church on Hammett Road, and we present you with a lunch, and you sit at a table and you're served, and we have guest speakers, we have oncologists there, we have testimonies, and we also, a lot of times we'll say the longest cancer survivor up to the newest one that's just been diagnosed, and they'll get a prize. We have door prizes, and they get a purple T-shirt that day, and hopefully all of them that come will be registered, but if they're not, we'll register them right there at the door for the survivor, as a survivor.
Okay.
Because after we do everything, the night of relay, they wear their survivor shirt. They get a little bag that's got all kinds of goodies in it. They go to each tent as a survivor, and each tent has a gift. It could be a pen. It could be a whole amount to a lot of things.
Okay.
But everybody in their own unique little way just says, hey, we're so glad you're here. We appreciate that you're here, that, you made it this far.
That's right.
But getting back to the luncheon, it is fabulous. If you've never been, it usually lasts about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
We have entertainment. Kevin Dunn has sang several times for us. We have groups from the high school that come in and sing. It's very entertaining.
Very touching, I'm sure, too.
It is very, very touching, yes.
Absolutely. And to sign up for the luncheon, Survivors Luncheon, they need to do that by deadline time or anything, Brenda?
Well, we would like to have a list or, a number.
Right.
But we judge on like 150 to 175 guests.
Okay. All right.
But it is better if they can register. And if they can't do it online, which you can go to www.relayforlife Troup County, and the forms are online for survivor forms, or they can see me. I went to the Catfish Senior Citizens Catfish Dinner and handed out survivor applications and got a bunch back that night.
Very good. Okay.
So.
Well, very good. And then too, Brenda, I know, with all the people that you mentioned thus far, this is not one person's duty or responsibility.
Oh, no, it takes a village.
That's right, it takes a village. And the thing that you were talking about, the survivors going to the various stations and they would receive a little small gift. Sponsorship. Yes. Talk about that, because
sponsorship is needed. We have several spots. We have, this year for the first time, we have dentist office that has sponsored. And if they sponsor $1,000 or more, their name is on the back of our T-shirts that we hand out. It's the T-shirts that the team members get of each team. You have to raise $100 on your team to be able to receive this year's Relay for Life T-shirt.
Okay.
And on the back of it is all the sponsors. And the larger, like we have West Georgia Medical Center or Wellstar gives normally a $10,000 sponsorship.
Okay.
Kia gives a $10,000 sponsorship. I mean, we have a lot of people that give.
Okay.
And if they can't give, whatever they can give, and it stays here. I mean, you know, and they can just call and say, hey, I want to make a donation for $100.
Okay, all right. And they can call you or some of the team members?
Any of us, yes.
Well, very good. Now, and then too, the teams. Again, I'm not, you know, again, this is a concerted effort of the various individuals' teams. How many teams do you all want to have, and how many do you have currently?
We want to have between 45 and 48, which is about the slots around the track.
Okay.
Right now I think we have like 25, so we're over half of it.
Okay, all right.
And not everybody puts up a tent, but everybody is represented. You know, they've got a number, like the city of LaGrange, we have 2 tents because we just have a whole lot going on there. But
thanks to you, Brenda.
But if they want Glenn Conroy, his church does one. Mm-hmm. They don't do a tent, but they do a fundraiser that night where they make ice cream at the event, and they sell that as a fundraiser, and that's how they make their money for his church.
Okay. Well, very good. And, you know, again, it is so important. Now, and we're leading all the way up to because we hadn't announced the date of the Relay for Life yet, the location, and how people can get further involved with it. We talked about sponsorship, and if you want to sponsor, definitely give Brenda a call.
Absolutely.
I'm sure she would appreciate that. When is it the actual Relay for Life event?
Friday, April 26th.
Okay. Very good.
And this year, Gladys Knight is not competing with us. Last year, Gladys Knight was here, the night of Relay, and she competed with us because it kept our crowd down really low.
Really? Okay.
There's no concerts going on April 26th.
So mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. Friday night from 6 to 12.
Okay.
It's at Chris Joseph Field, which is, if you go down to West Georgia, turn and go down to the stop sign. It's on the left-hand side.
That's right. That's right. I always say back where the old Troop Tech used to be located. That's right. Okay. All right. So out there on the fields, the soccer fields are there now.
Yes.
And the track there and stuff of that nature. And the luminaries and the torches and things of that nature, they can call you for that as well, Brenda?
And the torches now, they do have, I think it's March 28th that we have a deadline on them because the torches, if you order a torch, it's $100, and you get a little plaque that's got, for instance, it'll say Brenda Leverett, or in honor of Brenda Leverett and the names.
Okay.
It'll have your cancer survivor or your one that has not. Right.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. So definitely we'll make sure, and that's March the 28th to get those purchased by. I guess the Luminar, as we said a moment ago, is there a deadline to have those purchased by?
No, you can do it up until the night.
Okay.
But it's better if we get them in advance because she has so many. I mean, Patty Brazel is the one that is our Luminary chair. And when she gets hit with, 100 bags at one time, it's a lot because you've got ribbon, and if anybody wants the torch, there's ribbon around it. She has to order the plaques. There's a lot involved.
Yeah.
And they're all written on. So, and then you have a little candle inside, and that bag is yours, and you can take it. And but they're all lit all the way around. We have a service normally about 9 or 9:15. All the lights are turned off. All the bags are lit, and that is a very solemn service.
I'm sure. I am absolutely.
And all the names of the cancer survivors and the ones that have not survived is called out.
Okay.
Anybody that purchased any of those, luminaries or the torches.
Okay. Well, very good. So make sure you call Brenda or some of the other team members, get those, because, again, they need to get all these things.
We need to fill up the track.
That's right. Fill up the track. Brenda, as we get ready to close out, and I know that you've been involved now for 12 years, why do you continue to do what you do?
I want to make a difference. My father passed away 6 years ago from leukemia. Had we been as far as we are right now, my dad might have, he wouldn't have survived 20 years, but he probably would have survived 10 more. Because every day the research, you're coming up with, we've got people that have been diagnosed with breast cancer, total mastectomy, and are cancer free. And even 10 years ago, you didn't have that.
That's right. That's right. And then too, Brenda, I think you and I both, we know city employees.
Absolutely.
That we have lost.
John Bell, who was near and dear to me, he hired me. So he passed away from leukemia.
Absolutely. And Brenda, as we talked about, and I was telling you before I came on, my daughter-in-law, who is a double mastectomy and reconstruction survivor herself, and I see how it affected her body, how it affected the family, my son, the boys. So
the emotion.
Absolutely.
And to now, I mean, I know somebody right now that's going through it, and she said you get in a rage, and because it's like, why did this happen to me? But then when you get over this, why did this happen to me? You look around and all the people that are there to support you, and there is tremendous amount of support in Troup County.
Absolutely. And Brenda, as long as I'm available and be able to do the show, I'm going to always support you and helping get the word out about this very worthwhile cause here in our community, Relay for Life. This is the 26th year that we will be celebrating, your 12th year. So Brenda, definitely I want to thank you for coming on. And I don't want to start calling any names. I just got to mention Wanda Lau, who has been on before too, and the suite was our cancer care navigator, who is now enjoying retirement.
Yes, she is.
So we want to say happy retirement, Wanda.
Happy retirement, and she's enjoying it.
Absolutely.
Waiting on her new baby to come.
Right. Absolutely. So Brenda, again, thank you for coming on the show today and sharing your information. And I know that the survivors will come out, the sponsorships will be here, the funding, everything that you all need to make a difference in our community is going to come. So we're just going to
come get your T-shirts.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.